Hi and welcome back. I'm in Florala, Alabama today on Lake Jackson. And Lake Jackson is a 500-acre lake, sits straddle on the Alabama-Florida state line. The ramp right behind me is the Jack and Abnett ramp. It's maintained by the city of Florala, and it's a $5 launch fee from the ramp there, and there's another ramp south of here on this side of the lake also. I'm not sure about launch fees for it. If you launch from that ramp, I know in the books it says you do have to have a Florida license. I couldn't find anything out about licensing. I'm going to guess that an Alabama or Florida license is good on the whole lake, because it sits just about halfway in Florida and in Alabama. So, like I said, the boat ramp is right there, and then from the other side of the boat ramp, all the way across the north end of the lake, is the Florala Lake Jackson Municipal Park. It used to be a state park, and Florala took it over several years ago. The park itself is 40 acres. There's a climate-controlled pavilion for like family reunions, get-togethers, stuff like that. There are open-air pavilions. There's a dock that comes out into the water. There's a swimming area there. There's a playground. Past the municipal park, there's a campground, an RV park. The RV park also has a boat ramp, and I think it's a $3 launch fee at that ramp. Now, I've never fished this lake. I live less than 15 miles from here, but I've never fished it. And the reason for that is the only time that I've ever been down here to the lake has been on weekends in the summertime. And this is very, very much a recreational boater lake on weekends in the summertime here. There'll be a bunch of power boats out on the lake, and I've just never bothered with kayaking it or fishing it. I have heard that there are big fish in the lake, and they're mostly down on the south end of it. And most of the people that fish this lake fish it at night. There are also bluegill and bream, crappie. You know, there's other fish here besides just bass. But like I said, I've never fished it before. As far as the lodging and all goes, the RV campground, like I said, I mentioned it, and there's a motel down the road, maybe just across the state line or right at the state line on this side, on Highway 85. Couldn't tell you much about it. The coordinates that I post will be right here at the Jack and Abnett boat ramp, the Florala boat ramp, and it'll bring you right to it. It's Highway 85 right outside there, so easy to find, easy to get to. Plenty of parking out there around the boat launch. It's like any other boat ramp, and there's a lot of parking there. And I have, let's see, 4 bars of 5G here. Besides the lake and the boat ramp and the park and everything, right here at the boat ramp is also the entrance, or one of the entrances to the herding trail here. It's probably a quarter-mile or 3/8 mile boardwalk that goes through the Florala City Wetland Park. And it's boardwalk. It's got several little pavilions on docks at the end where you can stop in along the way. And there are some signs there that are informational or educational about the wetland, but most of the signs are pretty badly faded. But if you wanted to walk, just find a nice relaxing place among the cypress trees, they've got this here too. So this is the boat ramp on the Florida side of the lake. It's just off of, well, it's actually Lake Road. Lake Road just comes straight down and pretty much runs right into the lake. It's a paved ramp. The road is widened a little bit so that you can park, and there's a picnic table there. This is probably I don't know, maybe 3/4 mile or a mile down the road from the Florala ramp. And there's no launch fee for this ramp, but if you launch here, you are required to have a Florida fishing license if you're fishing.